Hey, hello, this is Barack Obama. Press the free like button if you think that the lack of homegrown talent in all elite wrestling and higher positions is what's truly killing all elite wrestling. Because what if the audience is tired of seeing ex-World Wrestling Entertainment stars on their TVs? If we didn't care about Becky Lynch on Raw, then what makes you think she'll be interesting on a different TV channel?
It's crazy that Tony Khan men don't know the meaning of the word homegrown talent. That's very, very important. He keeps on burying his OGs. He keeps on burying his homegrown talent. He needs to realize that homegrown talent are more important than icons and big name players that you keep on signing. For example, Wardlow is more important than Edge. That's my point. Powerhouse Hobbs is more important than Daniel Bryan. Guys like that. Darby Allin is more important than Jeff Hardy. That's my point. You can't keep relying on big names that used to be big names from different companies, from your main competition. Let's say, hypothetically, Becky Lynch signs with All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. Guess what? She's not going to draw anything. She's going to be exposed as a machine that was built from the WWF. She's going to be exposed as a girl that was never a draw. But she is going to have a stronger push than Anna Jay. Girls like Sasha Banks, her ass has a bigger push than Anna Jay and fucking Nightingale. Girls like that. Chris Asslander. Girls like that. That's not good. Because, listen, people are over Sasha Banks. So what makes you think we want to see her on a different channel, on a bad show? People are over Becky Lynch. What makes you think we want to see her on a different channel, on a bad show? Why not build up new faces? Because what if we want to take a break from watching Becky Lynch? I don't want to see her on a different channel. She's not going to draw anything. That's why it's more important to build up new faces, build up homegrown talent. Because if the majority of the audience is tired of your big name signings like an Edge or a Joe or a Daniel Bryan, you can't keep relying on Triple H and Vince McMahon to do your job for you. When it comes to the World Wrestling Federation, they build up stars. They don't care about signing big stars. They care about making their own. So Tony Khan man can sign them. That's how that works. But that's not good. Because, Khan man, why can't you build up your own stars? Nobody cares about all these big name players that you keep on signing. Because when it comes to the majority of the audience, we are over all these big names you keep on signing. That's the point. If people were sick of Edge, then what makes you think we want to see Edge on Dynamite every fucking week? He's not going to draw anything if people were over Edge 2 years ago, right? So, but you build up new stars, you build up new faces, so we can have a real alternative. That's what a real alternative is, where we are seeing people that we don't see on WWF TV. That's why you gotta build up Hook. You gotta build up fucking Hobbs, Wardlow. For example, Ethan Page. To me, he could have been a decent homegrown talent for Tony Khan man. You see, my thoughts on what a real homegrown talent is, did you ever have national TV experience before you signed with All Elite Wrestling? If not, that means you are a homegrown talent. Okay, why is Ethan Page on NXT? I'm like, bruh, that could have been your homegrown talent that was a star. Now, Shawn Michaels is going to build him up. That's what we do. We sign garbage and we turn that garbage into stars. That's what we do. That's why I'm like, bro, I don't get it. Why are people calling Ethan Page a jobber? I'm like, yes, bitch. Tony Khan man made him a jobber. I'm like, duh. Yeah, his old company made him a jobber. Yes, that's why he's here. That's why Shawn Michaels is going to build him up as a star as he should have been. You dumbass. Obviously, idiot. Just like Brian Pillman Jr. Brian Pillman Jr. is on TV every fucking week. He's in storylines every week on NXT. That was not the case under Tony Khan, man. That's my point. We take your homegrown talent and we are going to build them as fucking stars. That's why people want Hook in NXT. Why? Because Hook is not a star yet. Right? Hook is not a star yet. Shawn Michaels is going to make Hook a star. A bigger star than what he is now. Bruh, that's not good. That's bad. Con Man should make Hook a goddamn star. Con Man should make Darby Allin a goddamn star. Con Man should have made Ethan Page, Brian Pillman Jr. a goddamn star. Jade Cargill. Alright, hold on. So he trades Jade Cargill for Sasha Banks, a girl that's already a star. So you don't want to build up your own star. You want to let your homegrown talent walk away to the World Wrestling Federation, and now Triple H is going to claim her as his own. And Triple H is going to make her the next China. Whose fault is that? Why are you letting your homegrown talent walk away to a bigger company to become bigger stars, a household name, and make you look bad? This makes no sense. This is the multiverse, right? So, Vince McMahon, Triple H, they made their own stars, right? Tony Khan, man, he signs their homegrown stars. But at the same time, Khan Man buries his own homegrown talent and lets them walk away to Triple H and Vince McMahon and Nick Khan. Make that make sense. That's called the multiverse. That makes no fucking sense. So, I'm going to sign all these iconic black and gold guys from NXT. I'm going to push them and bury my OGs that I signed from day one. I'm going to sign Sasha Banks. I'm going to sign Keith Lee. And I'm going to bury Hobbs. I'm going to bury Wardlow. I'm going to sign Samoa Joe. And I'm going to bury Wardlow because of it. Now Wardlow wants to leave and sign with the World Wrestling Federation and become a star. Even though you made him, right? It just makes no sense. So you would rather sign already made stars rather than make your own. That's dumb. No matter what, Dean Ambrose will always be seen as a WWF wrestler. Same thing as Daniel Bryan. Same thing as Adam Coleslaw. Adam Coleslaw will always be seen as a black and gold NXT guy. I don't care what you do with him. It's not going to change. Same with Swerve Scott. Swerve Scott will always be seen as an ex-black and gold guy from NXT. So you would rather push ex-WWF guys that were made and created by Vince and Triple H, but you don't want to build up your own talent. I mean, that means you're fucking lazy. That's laziness. So now Triple H and Shawn Michaels are going to do your job for you. They signed Jay Cargill. They brought in Ethan Page. They brought in Brian Pillman Jr. That's a weird trend here. And soon they're going to bring in Hook, Wardlow, Hobbs, etc. and make them into fucking stars. That's what we do. We did it with Steve Austin, Triple H, Diesel, Scott Hall. The list goes on and on. The fucking Undertaker. The list goes on and on of all the guys we brought in from WCW and made them into stars. Taker was a jobber in WCW. Me, Mark Calvin was a fucking jobber, right? That's my point. Triple H was a jobber in WCW. Steve Austin got fired from WCW. Hell, Brian Pillman got fired from WCW. Look at what Vince McMahon did for Brian Pillman. That's my point. We turn mid-carders into legends. That's what Triple H and Shawn Michaels are going to do with every release guy that Con Man lets go. Look at Dragon Lee. Look at Dragon Lee. That is a prime example. Dragon Lee, he used to be in All Elite Wrestling. Look where he's at now. That's crazy. Look where Dragon Lee is at right now as we speak. Whose fault is that? It's like, bro, you gotta learn your lesson, man. Learn from Eric Bischoff. Learn from WCW, man. When you build up homegrown talent, they are your foundation of your show. You gotta build your show around them. You can't have Edge beating all of your homegrown talent. That don't help anybody. I don't care about, oh, Edge, he gives you the rub. No. That makes no fucking sense. Edge is an icon. If I lose to him, that makes me look bad based on his age, right? That makes me look bad. That makes Wardlow look bad if he gets choked out by Samoa Joe. That's all I'm saying. That makes him look bad. That makes Hobbs look bad. You keep on signing guys that were already made stars from New Japan Pro Professional Wrestling. Yeah, but nobody knows who they are. So that's a waste of money. That's a waste of resources. Yeah, I understand Will No Spray is good, but bruh, how about let's build up your homegrowns? It looks like Max Caster and Bowens are back in that low tier mid-card. What about Private Party? Homegrown talent, mid-carders, low tier mid-card on fucking Rampage. That's not good. What about Top Flight? Low tier mid-carders. Nobody cares about them because you are putting all your resources into FTR and the fucking Bucks. Like I said, FTR, ex-guys from the World Wrestling Federation. You would rather push them, but not push Private Party, a homegrown talent team. Listen, if Private Party were to leave for NXT, they will be superstars. That's my point of this video. That's a bad trend. We can't keep doing this, right? Learn your lesson. The Diamond Stud went on to be Razor Ramon. Oz went on to be Diesel. You see what I'm saying? That's not good. So, my whole point is, when you have homegrown talent, it is kind of refreshing. It's refreshing for the audience who are tired of watching WWF TV, right? It's like, bruh, we just seen Becky Lynch on Raw. I'm like, bruh, give us a break. Now you want us to watch her on Dynamite? I'm like, bruh, we are over Becky Lynch. We are over Sasha Banks, right? That's my fucking point. If you push your homegrowns, that gives you a balance. At least TNA had balance. That's my fucking point. But Con Man don't get it. He thinks if I keep on signing all these big name icons that Triple H has released, I'm going to compete with Triple H? No, that's not how it works. Because the audience knows, okay, I am over this guy or girl. I'm just over her now. I don't care where she lands. Okay, that's not good. That's why you build up your homegrown talent. Because what if your audience is tired of seeing Edge, right? What if your audience is tired of seeing Samoa Joe, Chris Jericho, etc., Cesaro, etc.? What if we are tired of seeing Adam Coleslaw, right? So, my whole point is, listen, when it comes to Ethan Page is going to be a star, okay? Do not call him a fucking jobber. That's fucking dumb. Yes, obviously, he was a jobber when it came to Tony Khan, man. But when Ethan Page was in TNA, he was a star. Let's talk about the proud and powerful. Let's talk about LAX. Jobbers. Now those guys are gone, right? That's not good. Bruh, the proud and powerful, they could have been the Usos, right? They could have been their Usos, but they dropped the ball because everything Jericho touches turns to shit. And that's a main problem. So this show has turned into I see a whole bunch of projects from the old NXT. I see a whole bunch of projects from New Japan Pro Fake Wrestling. And I'm seeing all these ex-guys for the WWF. And I'm seeing homegrown talent being buried for these said talents. Actually, I think Max, he said it. I think maybe 2 years ago. He said it in a fucking promo. Like, why are all these ex-guys for the WWF taking all this TV time? Right? That pissed them off. So, my whole point is, Con Man, he needs to build up homegrown talent. Stop relying on icons and legends to make you money. Because once upon a time, Edge was a nobody back in 1999. That's my point. Christian Cage used to be a fucking nobody back in 1999. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, etc. They were nobodies. Listen, Vince McMahon made Chris Jericho a star. He made Edge, Christian Cage, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy stars. Last time I checked, Chris Jericho was a jobber in WCW, right? People think Jericho is a fucking legend. Okay, how? Who made him a legend? Was it fucking Eric Bischoff or Vince McMahon? I'll wait. Jericho hated being in WCW, bro. Vince McMahon made him a main eventer, right? He made him a star. Same as the Hardy Boys. Okay, my whole point is, you don't have to sign Becky Lynch. You don't have to sign all these big names to big contracts. You don't. How about you build up your own talent for a cheap level? Save money. That's why the WWF, they don't sign big name free agents. They don't. They would rather build up their own stars. Like, for example, Brian Pillman Jr. They signed him for a cheap contract. Same thing with Ethan Page. I don't care what he tells you, he is signed, right? But they signed him to a low tier deal. But Con Man is signing all these ex-has-beens to big contracts. Like, why, bruh? Nobody cares about these stars. Not anymore. They are past. Nobody cares about Sasha Banks. She is the past, bruh. Her ass had her time. Listen, at the end of the day, they chose Bianca Belair over Sasha Banks for a reason. So, they signed Jade Cargill, maybe at a cheap level. Okay, that's not good either. Because now, Jade Cargill, they signed her at a bargain discount. And now, bruh, it's like a stock option. Jade Cargill is now a stock option. Her ass is going to blow up. Brian Pillman Jr. is going to blow up. Same thing with Ethan Page. He's going to blow up on NXT. And they signed him at a discount. So this makes no sense. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, they are bringing in talent at a discount from All Elite Wrestling. And Codman is overpaying people that the WWF don't want. So Triple H, Shawn Michaels, they are trying to build up stars for the future. Codman is trying to cling on to the goddamn past that Triple H got rid of. That's it, I'm done.